Hello, everybody. Whoop, that never happened. As you can see, I am in my mob farm, and you may be thinking to yourself, Ikbo, why are you in your mob farm? Now, let me tell you why. If any of you have been looking at my Discord profile lately, you probably saw that I've been asking if I should release my mob farm design and money-making method. So that's what I'm doing, because, well, spawners are getting boring. I don't want spawners to be here anymore, and I think it would be fun. And I'm not going for battle top this season or top playtime, so, you know, why not? Good content, am I right? So, let's start with the water. So, last season, my water was horrible. It was horrible. It worked, but it looked horrible, and it didn't work very well. So this season, Eddie gave me her water, her and Conning's water. So I used that. Or actually, me and Konig and everyone kind of got together and made the perfect base. So this is the base that Konig uses. The water was his idea. Pretty much everything else I think was or at least I gave him to him. He says he was going to it. I don't know, man. I don't really care either. Well, actually, the spawner layout was Sliver's, but this whole thing, that's mine. But yeah, this is basically the best designs that I've been able to wheel and deal to get. So yeah, why is that like? Okay, let's go with go over everything. So this is the water. I'm not quite sure how it's done. I think it's 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, and then fence gates with water on top, and then fence gates behind that. And it just keeps repeating on and on. The iron golems just get pushed through. It's pretty simple. Let's watch it happen. And he got teleported to probably that guy. But as you can see, it works great. Here, this is just kind of how it wound up working. Doesn't have to be this way. I would not do this way again, but that's just me. Doesn't actually matter. But there is, you know, the iron golems need room to get pushed down, and I always like to give at least. Actually, no, this is like exactly what they need. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if like 3 or 4 blocks of space between this block and this block vertically, and then like a 2, maybe 3 if you're feeling fancy, block trench down here into, I like doing 3, but I just like being symmetrical. It doesn't have to be 3. Down this way. I don't really have like a set amount of blocks it goes. It really only needs to go 1 block in here so that there's a wall there. Or you could really use fence gates, probably. I wouldn't recommend using fence gates, though. Once you're through the trench. You could probably actually get fancy and just put it right up on the wall, but I have not done that. It seems like a headache. This works. This is easy. And then you don't need ice really anywhere, because iron golems are iron golems, and they're fat. Hey guys. Making me look bad. Yeah, okay. Well, the water should be pushing them up here, but the water's glitching. Some of them are glitched. Yeah, I just re-rolled this base. I hadn't been here for a few days, and these kids dug in and made it their own base. It was interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, they're all banned now. Don't raid bases illegitimately. It's not a good idea. Especially admin bases. Anyway, yeah, so I have a set of fence gates all here, and then I have water on the ceiling with fence gates stopping it, so that the iron golems get pushed up. Like that. They're not hitting their head on anything. And then up here, I have water source blocks here. Oh, Wait, something happened with the water. Weird. Let's fix that. Hello. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so there's soul sand down here pushing them up, and then they get pushed by the water like that, and have the water elevated. You can just do that by placing some blocks along here, and the water will follow them. So, yeah. I really don't care. I'm not using this. Yeah, and then you're gonna need... Let's go to spec. There's this kind of thing for the golems to go down to your AFK platform. So your cell account is AFKing spawners, which is really nice. You get even more productivity out of that. And you can do this with pretty much any design. So, yeah. That's kind of the water and how the golems get killed. Actually, not quite. I have magma here. You could put lava, but magma does the trick. In my mind, a bit better, because nothing's burning. Nothing has the chance to burn. Don't want to go through that headache. And then this, so if you're crouched here, you're just looking at the magma block, but if you're up, because this is a slab, because you have to be on a slab. So it's, let's look at the dimensions here. So let's look at this block. It's 1, 2, 3, and then a spawner. Another 3 spawner, 3 spawner, 1, and this is usually it would just be 3 spawner, 3 spawner, 3 spawner, whatever. But this is just so you know where to put the slab. You're gonna go up 1 block and then the slab, and that's where you stand. And however, what is it, like 2 blocks of air, I think. So this would be air, this would be air. And then you keep going. And you don't have spawners, like, in the AFK area. You don't sit on spawners. You sit in the middle of spawners, kind of like here. There's no blocks around. But, yeah. So, I might draw this, but I'm going to explain it right now. So, there is, like, 2... It's kind of like a tic-tac-toe shape. You have... it's kind of 3 different kinds of spawner columns. So there's like the main columns, which goes pretty much, if you go in the middle and this way, and then middle and this way, all those spawners are the middle type. So these 2, these 2, these 2, these 2, those 2, and those 2 are all like the main kind of shape. And then in the corners of, like, the main shape, main block of spawners, there are these ones which are offset a bit. So instead of having 6 per column, they have 5 per column. And I wish you could have 6, but you just can't. At least to my knowledge. But it doesn't work if they're the same as the main ones. So the corner ones, they are just kind of offset in the middle. You take 1 spawner off, I don't know, say at the bottom, and then you just shift everything down 2 blocks. Spawner, 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 and they're all 3 blocks apart, of course. And then on the outer, so on all the outer walls, you have this thing, which is pretty much the spawners are in the same places as the main ones, but they're missing some. So, like, there's the middle 2, and then there's the outer 2, and the middle 2 are missing their top and bottom, and the outer 2 only have the middle 2 spawners. So if it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the inner 2 have 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the outer 2 have 3 and 4. And that's mostly what you need to know. I will maybe draw something so you can see it. But that's mostly what you need to do. The room size, it's like 19 by 19, I think. 17, 18, 19. Yeah, it's 19 by 19. And you can just put the outer spawners in the walls. That's fine. Yeah. I think that should be mostly it. You don't really... I guess you don't... No, you do have to have walls on here so that the so the water doesn't go anywhere and the iron golems don't slide off the edge. They do have to go to the ceilings, just iron golems don't spawn on them. But you don't actually have to fill in the box at all. I used to do that. Stupid me. I think Connor still does it. I don't know why he hasn't. I guess because I told him. But yeah, you want to make sure you're AFKing on a slab, and that goes for all of these. And the nice thing about this design is it's as long as you have accounts, you can add to it. Unless, you know, your selling account gets to capacity and then you have to make another selling thing. But for the sell accounts, you just, you know, you have all the spawners, and then in the very middle, you have a block, and then, here, let me open this up. You have a block, and then you have a slab, and then you have, what, 2 open blocks, and then you just have a bunch of blocks. So iron golems don't spawn on you. What else? That's it for, like, the farm design, I think. You just, you know, you keep adding until you run out of accounts, or the selling account can't sell enough, and then you know, deal with it. Maybe it's just you're at capacity, or you need to make another sell area. So let's go to how to sell. And it's a command that you have. So it's /shopgui plus :sell, I think. Maybe it's sell all. Yeah, it's sell all. So if I go in survival, whoop, no, that's spectator. Wait, no, let's get just some iron. Final flat. Here, grab it. So, no. I'm using too much. Okay. So if I go in survival, that's the button, and I do that command, boop, everything in my inventory just got sold. And you can do that pretty much as you want, as long as, you know, you aren't getting kicked for command spam. So I have it like every second or so, I think. So it's, you know, you're getting 100 grand plus every second. It's pretty dope. If you're at capacity, that is. And then what you also have to be careful of is getting disconnected. What I usually do, or what I do is I have an auto reconnect mod, which is allowed, but I have an auto reconnect mod, a command macro mod, which is also allowed. So you just, you know, you have the commands just on repeat, you know, going every second, and an auto reconnect mod for if you get disconnected for command spam or whatever. And if you go to the hub, let me just show you. You can do /reconnect and then ls or rkit, and it will automatically connect you in 10 seconds. I'm gonna need to ban that guy. In 10 seconds if, actually, let's demonstrate it. So if I just stand here, you will be connected to ls in 10 seconds. You can turn it off. I'll be connected. Hey, there we go. So now I'm in lifesteal, and I can just keep on selling. So yeah, that is pretty much my strat. One thing you might want to do is, like, if you're get kicked to Minehut, you might want to have like a /join ls or lifesteal. What you would have to be careful of then is if you do it wrong, you're going to be constantly getting kicked for sending commands too fast. Because it'd be going possibly at the same time as your cell. So, you know, careful of that. Yeah, I don't seem to get kicked to Minehut too often, so it's not a very big problem for me. That should be most things. Let's see, we went over base layout, we went over the command, we went over mods. I think that's everything. Pause. Wait. One thing I forgot to add in here. If you need any support with this design, you can either ask in the comments or you can join my Discord. It will be in the description, and first 100 members get OG roll. So if you need any support, make a ticket there, and I'll do my best to help. But, you know, no promises. Bye. Well, not bye. I'm about to say bye. Bye from voiceover me. Honestly. So, don't break the economy too much, and have a good day.